So we have a lot to unpack in Avalon's first training session in Oregon. She rears and strikes at me. She tries to come in and bite me a few times. Yeah, interesting. So I have actually worked her a few times at Blue Rock Horsemanship's place in Arizona. Just working on her getting to face up and tie and lead better, and a little bit of desensitizing to the whips. So the fact that she does the things that she does in this video really shocked me. There are a few clips that are really dark. I lighten them as much as I possibly could, but don't worry, the lighting gets better. So here I'm just sitting around getting her to change directions, but she's doing okay at this point. So it gets a little dark here, but I'm round pinning her, and right there she kind of came at me, ears pinned and a little bit of mouth opened. And then right here I put it in slow-mo. You can see I'm trying to change her direction. Right there she reared up and striked at me, so I smacked her across the nose with the whip, and here it is full speed. Right there her legs went up at my face. So yeah, that was very shocking to me considering she's never done that. Right there you can see she pins her ears and comes in at me, threatening to bite. She's actually threatened to bite my mom in the face while my mom was holding her while I loaded Kamani into the trailer. So this mare needs a lot of manners. I did go back and check her face. There is no mark for me whacking her across the face with the whip. But when a horse rears and strikes at you and is biting at you, I'm not against smacking him across the face. So there she would not change the way I wanted and give me her butt. So I'm just going to cut her off wherever I can and get her to change. We did kind of a lot in this session. It was about an hour-long session. Just because of her attitude, I really wanted to make sure we ended on a good note and no aggression or frustration or fear or whatever the reasoning is behind her attitude. Could be frustration, anger, fear. She's never been worked with, so besides a few sessions I've done in Arizona, so she doesn't really know boundaries. So right here I'm asking her to change, and you can see she comes right at me, and she only moves away because I'm whacking towards her face. So I'll add some extra pressure and make her really work. Right there she gave me her butt. So again, she's going to kind of run through me a bit. I'm just going to cut her off wherever I can in the pen. I'm not going to worry about her turning right then and there. I'm going to get in the position that I best can to get her to change. I don't think she's a bad horse. Right there she's trying to think about jumping on the fence. I don't think she's a bad horse or anything like that. I think she just needs boundaries set. Kamani was like this too. She used to charge me and come at me too. And you guys all see how sweet and lovely Kamani is. So here I'm giving her a chance, and she doesn't take it to turn in. So cut her off, and there I got a nice turn in. So here I'm trying to get her to face up. She's still not to the point where she's going to come in. That's fine. She's only had 3 or 4 sessions. Don't expect it. So I'm just kind of walking over here a little bit and going towards her butt. And I got her to semi-face me, so I'll take that. So here I'm going with the lead rope to catch her. And I'm also checking her nose. As I said, I did check her, not a mark on her. I'm not saying that if there's a mark it's a bad thing, if they're being highly aggressive, but I just like to make sure, you know, I don't really like to leave a mark. So she's really bad at leading, so she's going to have a few sessions of stepping on that lead rope here soon. So I'm just kind of rocking back and forth like you do when you're teaching a baby horse to lead, and whenever she comes forward I release the rope as quickly as I can. Sometimes it's a little tricky. So here I sped it up. I spent a ton of time desensitizing because the very first day I desensitized her, she hunched her back, lifted her legs, kind of kicked out. She is a kicker. Now I know a rearer, a striker, and a biter. So who knows if I'll ever teach her any tricks. Maybe, maybe not. It's not really on my agenda. Right now my agenda is to get her ground broke or ground manners. So here we're working on some backing because she has habits of running over the top of you. I fed her the other day and asked her to kind of move away. I had food in my hands, and she literally took her chest and shoved over the top of me, reached over my shoulder, and tried taking the hay. So we definitely need some boundaries. So here's a little while later, kind of where we're at. She tries to leave, doesn't want to do it anymore. I took lots of breaks with her. and because she was lowering her head and shaking and relieving stress. Here we are again, having to actually bump that rope, but she's starting to lick and chew, head starting to go down, all good signs. So here I'm asking her to move over. I'm not necessarily looking for a crossover. I'm just wanting her to move her shoulder. She can cross over, she can cross underneath. I don't care. I really don't care if she crosses over or under, as long as she's moving her shoulder away. She's not allowed to walk forward, she's not allowed to back up, and she's not allowed to move into me. I just want her moving away. So right there, she starts walking forward and getting really anxious. I just kind of pop the lead rope, get her attention back on me, let her stop and think. This is just going to help later on, getting her out of my space. So here I'm doing disengaging hindquarters, again from a distance because she's a kicker. So I'm just kind of seeing what she'll give me from a distance. If I have to get in there, I will. But for right now, due to her behavior, I'm just kind of seeing what I can get at a distance. So here we're doing some more backing, and here's where practicing moving her shoulder over really helped out. So I'm letting her stop and think here, and that head shaking is actually relieving stress, so it's a good thing. She'll have her teeth checked as soon as I can get a better handle on her, but she goes to go off the fence here in a second, and I'm able to just kind of stick that whip up, tap her cheek, and she straightens back out and backs up. So yeah, that was Avalon's first training session in Oregon. The last thing we did was tie for a while. Hope you enjoyed.